Hi, Luminaires. Good morning if you're in Eastern Standard Time. If not, good afternoon, good evening. It's good to see you here. I hope all is well with you. I wanted to hop on this morning after, waking up with the sun, waking up with spirits digging into your head hard. Uh, Siri is up on me asking me what I want. Oh, no, 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 no. Spirit up on me talking about waking up and doing the work. And I thought, my goodness, have you not seen me? Are you guys only jumping in when I'm resting? Resting on my laurels like I'm not doing anything? And I heard laughter. That was not the truth. But, sometimes it feels that way. It's like the moment you get calm from your chaos, they're rolling in and they're like, hey, by the way, did you do that meditation? Have you cleaned your energy? Have you cleaned out your house? Have you done da 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 da? And this is what's happening. And these are the belief systems going to change. And you're like, oh my God. The moment I'm resting from my human chaos, you're bringing in my spiritual chaos. And so as I was asking all of that, um, Charles came in and he called me spiritually thick. And it made me laugh so hard. So Charles is a spirit guide of mine that I have. Yay! I love my hat too. Thank you to Millie Darnez, Luminaire. She makes them. They're so cute. My hair is a wreck, so it's hat day. Um, no, he called me spiritually thick because I was asking these questions, and he knew I knew the answer to them, but I was just a little overwhelmed and confused in why sometimes spirit will just kind of lay into you. And when he called me that, I started to laugh. I was like, this is funny to me. Then I started doing these rants of, how do you turn Siri off? She is just alive today for some reason on my computer. She keeps popping in and trying to change stuff. You can hear my morning voice. Um, I said, if if you're not, Siri's acting up. The screen keeps changing. Something's happening with the computer. Maybe Charles doesn't like that I'm poking at him. Hi, Brooke. I'm happy to see you here. Hi, Regina. Rosali. Okay, I'll talk about the spiritual thick thing. But I'm doing fine. As you can tell, I'm a little sleepless in Atlanta, a little tired. The husband who's been having corona symptoms has been feeling a little bit better as of yesterday, and that's a lot due to B and Vlad's incredible herbal remedies. A luminaire from Tennessee who grows her own herbs, makes tinctures and liquid vitamin C, which is through the roof. It doesn't taste the best, B, but it works so well. And she laid out a regimen, drove down from Tennessee, gave me a box of goodies, and has Rui on a full regimen right now. And his fever has reduced. His tiredness has lightened up. He actually came in and ate dinner around us last night, which was very nice. So we're hanging in there. Treasure hustlers say people call me fluffy instead of thick. So maybe it's spiritually fluffy. um, so that's Luca, or Rui's story, Digital Soldier 17, the hydrochlorine, I said it wrong, chloroquine, tonic water, and sulfur soap and zinc. Yes, 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 yes. And we have 2 of 3 happening. It's getting hot outside. So happy to hear he's feeling better. Thank you. I am too. The hat is too warm. It's a great winter hat. um, ooh, goodness. It's like part PJ's work clothes. Good. Thank you guys have been so helpful. Thank you for all of that. Peeps from Texas. Hi, Gina. Eric has us on ion drops. It seems to be working. That is awesome. There's a lot of great stuff out there. What's so wonderful is we're finding these things that boost our energy. And granted, we could have been doing that the entire time, but it took something this big for us to go, wait, there's got to be alternative methods out there for us to use. And it's doing great. Okay. So spiritually thick. So if you don't know Charles, he's one of the first guides I had when I went, and he was the one who kind of woke me up. He was the one who would push my buttons, challenge me to go deeper, really look at my belief systems. And recently he came back into my life, which I'm delighted about, and also a little on edge because he is not a, I'm going to hold your hand through this. He is the challenger. So I'm exhausted. Like I said, the moment you get rest, the moment you gain some clarity and you can get back into the flow from the human chaos. And he came in and was like, I need you to meditate more. Your head is still busy. I need you to know that you've got to let go of things. So some of you might know the Center for Love and Light is my other company. I have two, Love and Light and the Center for Love and Light. The Center for Love and Light is all the rental space where we gather people together and do our in-persons, our Luma Summit, all these things. And I have to close half of it because I can no longer keep it afloat. It's not functioning well through coronavirus as an event space. Rentals. And so I've closed that down, and now I had to find a new office, and I'm relocating, and all of this is just crazy. And he's telling me that I don't need to put as much energy into it, that it's going to happen as easy as it does in the flow. So I don't know about you Luminaires, but I haven't had a lot of practice. I have had some experiences, but not a lot, where when you're in a really thick human moment where it requires you to be very present and knowledgeable about the situation, whatever it is, if it's knowing your budgets and time frames and who's involved and how to wrap things up and how to close contracts, to how to be a better care provider or set up a home or pack a box, to make a meal, to whatever. So here I am, where you're in that heavy, thick human moment, and he's trying to tell me that with these upgrades or with these energy shifts, that what's going to be required different. Yeah, Digital Soldier says it's going to get crazier before disclosure. Yes, it is. That when we get into these moments, yes, it's going to require us to be knowledgeable of it, but it's also going to equally require us to have that energy of letting go, to have that energy of, if you've taken my class, I call it the careless energy, which is not careless, it's not reckless. It's just I've got to take my pony out of the race. Like, I don't have any desire to win nor lose nor place. I'm just being present. That's that careless kind of an energy. So having that, equally as having the knowledge and being able to run it, or use that masculine energy on our right side of the body to control, contribute, make sure that we're really going to get the best out of it, right? Because we're fighters and we're survivors. He's like, you're spiritually thick, Jamie. Get out. You need to have that care less, equally the let go, equally to the knowledge, because the place is going to show up, and you'll just have to sit back and go, no, 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 thank you, though. Yes, yes, we'll do that. Thank you. As ease of energy as that. So when I've been looking for a new office, it's been nothing but, oh my God, I love that. And then 2 hours later, somebody's rented it. I've hunted. I need natural light, please. I'm like a flower. Don't put me in a dark room. I find one with natural light, rented that night before I could even put in an application. So my anxiety started going up. Rui's having a hard time. So my human chaos is building, and I'm feeding into it, right? I'm riding the human chaos wave without even saying, I need to step off that and just look at it from a different perspective. I'm hot and caught up in it. So then I was like, okay, all these things are falling apart. I'm not going to get the space that I want. So let's just open it up. Right. And I have my beautiful friends around me going, it's just not working because there's something better. There's something better. And I go, I fully believe in that. I do. So why aren't I acting that way? Like, I could not act that way, but I could believe it. So I stepped back. I started looking at alternative spaces to have just my private office. It's not my event office, it's just a private office. And stuff started popping up. And now I have a application on one that's in Midtown, like in a high rise, and it's a space that I'm going to be able to stay when I travel, like all these things. Like, it is so much more than what I knew I needed, which is why I wasn't able to act in my body in it's a better space than what I knew I needed. Hi, Umi. No, he's behind the camera. He's on his big boy leash today. He's a big boy. Oh, he's afraid of the hat. He wears this hat. He likes this hat. Huh? That was the hat I put on him. Malu's here too behind this. Yes. So this is one of the spiritual thick moments. He's walking away. I lost my train of thought. So now I have a space I didn't know I really needed. I'm starting to understand more of what my fight is for keeping community together. And yes, I want to work on a local community level, but now I'm going to start focusing more on global and more on Jamie, as you've seen since Corona has started, and see if this center can kind of take off on its own. So I started giggling at the spiritually thick statement Charles made, which I was going to make a bunch of jokes about it, but now that I'm saying them in my head, they might not be as funny to you as they are to me. Okay, Tabitha. Oh, you started the day. Hi, fellow Swede. Oh, yay, we have Sweden online. Nice to see the pirate hat. Yes, arr, the one that Umi wears. So much love from Australia. Hi. I'm so happy to see you here, Dark Winged Angel. Tian, I resonate with this topic. In fact, I always had problems in my left body only. Feminine side, right? Yes, it is. The loving, caring side, the sweetness, I can fix that for you. I'm polite, I'm well-mannered. I can do that for you. It's okay. I got you. That. This is the controlling. I thought it was an enlightening moment today when there was a healing technique he showed me, which I want to share. Someone's bending spoons. Love and light from Nova Scotia. Hey, Nova Scotia. Oh, Newberry, Florida. Hi, Erin. South Africa. Hi, Kim. Thank you for being here today. You guys are beautiful. Hold on. Don't let him in my garden. The seeds are trying to grow. He's sitting in between perfectly all my plants. Here. Perfectly in between the rows. Umi, Umi.
This is your dog.
Oklahoma. Hi. So, getting back to the topic being like spiritually thick, when we do have the calmness in our life, and then spirit jumps back in and gives us all these tasks to do, or just reminds us, the moment we're feeling overwhelmed with it, I would love for you guys to slow down and just say, okay, they're telling me I'm spiritually thick because I haven't provided enough time for them through my moments. Like the last 2 moments, I've meditated less. I've played into more human chaos. I've played into more stress. I've played into, I have to do these things to survive when it's not the truth anymore. We're coming out of those vibrations. We're getting into, even when things are hard, meditating is, if not more valuable, equally valuable to create a better outcome than where we are. So the spiritually thick comment is, it's because I haven't slowed down to allow more meditation, to allow more messages, to allow rejuvenation, to provide the stay in the now, to care less of an outcome, and to have equal parts of being human and playing a part, and also having equal parts of being um, kind of just spiritually allowing or energetically allowing. So when they come in and start to tell you so much is going down or so much is happening, please jump on the meditation bandwagon a little bit more. It's not about you not doing your best. It's not about them chastising. They don't do this. Our guides don't come in and say, and Charles doesn't say this to me. He doesn't say, you need to meditate, like, you've done bad, this is terrible. There's no judgment on their part. He's very clear in saying, Jamie, you got to wake up and you got to allow some of these things to happen and step back. He does put his finger in it. Michelle just joined Luma Center. Yay! Thanks, Michelle. I can't wait to see you there. We have some great meditations on our YouTube membership. And we have book club this Wednesday, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, live stream on YouTube. The link will be going up probably tomorrow, and I'll post it a few. And we're going to be doing chapters, I think 7 through 16 in Love Money, Money Loves You. And then you get to back watch everything that's in the channel, the spirit messages, the live channelings, all that's really fun. Fiona, I was almost asleep when Happy texted me you're in the other room, telling you were live. Thank you. Yay, hubby, I love you. Thank you for doing that. Hi, Fiona. Brooks, thank you so much. Hey, cheers, your little icon. Thank you so much for the donation. It's really, really helpful. I'm very grateful for you guys. Especially grateful just to share space of what's going on. About even when things are getting hard and you think you need to work harder and put more thought and more effort and more control into your human situation to make a better outcome because you're a survivor, it's now baloney. Can I say, I'm going to say bullshit. It's bullshit. It's not it anymore. It's the old paradigm we're sneaking out of. Yes, we can still care about our outcome, and it might somewhat feel like we are surviving the changes, but it's not this old fight for yourself and survive. Guess what? You got people in your boat now. We are starting to build communities and collaborate. We're not alone. Whereas before we might have been alone. And even now more than ever, with media, news, trying to really separate us, keep us down, whether that's through more shelter in place for safety reasons, whether that is through fake news, whether that's through confusion techniques. I love you, treasure hustler. That's awesome. It is it is they are, it's not needed, they are tactics. So Mary, you just walked into a conversation about how there are more of us that are spiritually aligned now than ever, and we're not so alone. We're having more and more communities where we have same thought, conscious, mass consciousness thought, field of consciousness that's connecting us. Whereas before, we didn't have that. It was a little more solo. Now we're collecting, even through the chaos of what's happening with illnesses, with governments, with banking, financials, globally, oil, gas, power, all of that. We're rising up. Andrea, thank you so much for your donation. It was the powerful BS word, right? Where we're not alone. We have this happening and we're feeling it. So now when we're reacting to a survival mode that all this chaos really likes to teach us, hey, you can't just sit back and ride and ease. You're going to get eaten alive. You know, that's some of people's belief system. No pain, no gain. You have to work hard to succeed. This is what we've been taught, especially my generation, my parents' generation, and above. Treasure Hustler, thank you so much for your donation. I'm so grateful. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Siri says thank you too, because Siri is trying to run my computer right now. Pretty intriguing. Goodness. We are not just survivors. We are doing this. So when you feel like you're in the survival mode, please jump back. Don't be spirit. It means you're being spiritually thick. If you're in survivor mode, you're missing some points. Go back to meditating. Go back to seeing the ease of it. If that means take a step back or energetically take a step back, what I love is taking a step up. And so normally you're living your life here, right behind your eyes, like bam, 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 going for it. And then when you meditate, we kind of get deep and we raise our consciousness. We get a different viewpoint of how we're using our instrument, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. So when we're coming at life here, we can do a step up where we raise up and we can kind of get a perspective or gain a perspective of how we're not using our 50% of power, which is all energetically, which is all energy, sensitivity, all your clairs, your gut instincts, all of these things that we naturally have. Tabitha, I'm still trying to anchor full. We're all good. Lower body. Even trying to focus breathing, I struggle with letting go of anchor here. The unfolding Jumanji Earth Gone Wild, not helping. It's a great visual. Oh my God. Yeah, it is hard to let go of anchor when there's so much chaos that you do want to feel safe. So I would say some techniques to use, which this is a healing technique that Charles was doing with me the last 2 nights, because I wanted to try it on a few times before talking to you about it. If you've seen some of my old videos or listened to me talk a few times, I like taking and cleaning my energy, which I do every day, sometimes twice a day or more. I like to imagine that I have like a circle as wide as my body, and that it's made of a white light screen. So there's a little filter, and I move that white light through my body, and it grabs and collects all the things that I don't need, use, want, that's growing that I'm unaware of, like all the mold and mildew. I tease, but maybe there's some of that in my body. So I clean all of that out and I dump it into the earth so that she can recycle it. Earth uses all vibrational energies. Right. The left side of my body just got goosebumps. My friend Eric Medus is here. That's the first time he's shown up for a live to get my attention. He's saying hi to everybody. He says hi to his mom. We'll get back to that. So the white light that I move down and through and take it to the earth. Charles is now saying that we can take that same ring and imagine that we're holding it and we move it down through our body, but we charge it with emotional vibration. So we can charge it with love, unconditional love. We can charge it with gratitude. So if you can imagine within this ring, and in my head, the ring is always gold and it always feels a little dense or a little heavy. And you kind of hold on to the sides and you pull it slowly down through the body, and that love or unconditional love or the gratitude vibration is pushing through, and it's like buzzing and vibrating your body. So it goes the head, all the energetic system, all the physical systems, goes deep within, like the lungs, the cells, the tissue. It vibrates down to the protons, the neutrons, the neutrinos. Thank you, Eric. All of it, and it vibrates it in such a way. Think of it like it getting electrically shocked. You know how it runs through your body, like whew. It vibrates everything to where it gets it to run on that vibration. It powers it on that vibration. So I've been doing that for the last 2 days, and holy cow, what a change. So now I've been doing a white light screen to clean my energy and dump it. And then I do love vibration. I like that one. I have tried gratitude a lot. It's really invigorating. But then I do the love vibration. And I guess it's because the time I've been raised, but I like to think of it kind of like, what's the movie? Back to the Future, when they time travel and the electricity like goes through. I imagine that like moving through my body. But afterwards, I feel definitely like I could astral project. Definitely like I'm about to go somewhere, or that I'm living in more than just my set dimensions as a human. So it's really expanding my energy, even though I'm just taking it around my physical body. My etheric body, my energy field is huge. I can feel myself throughout the house. It's like when I close my eyes, I can see what's happening in the living room. I can see what's up in my kitchen. I can see what's going on. I'm so much more aware and heightened about everything that's going on. So I do that twice. And then after that, I get into a meditation. So I would love to hear how that works for you guys. How does that go? If you would like to try that on what Charles has been doing and see how it rolls. Carmen, thank you so much. That is incredible. Thank you so much for your donation. That gift, it means everything, guys. How you support, not only just by showing up and willing to maybe listen to something new or get crazy with me outside as people are walking so early in the morning. My daughter is so social. Malu is at the fence talking to everybody that walks by. Carmen says, I love you. So happy all is well. Thank you for my reading. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for this. Thank you. Hi, Tanel. Hi, John. Thank you for telling me your names. Thinking about your spirit guide. Siri keeps jumping in. Marta, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God, somebody needs to tell me how to turn Siri off because she's cray-cray right now. I've never had this issue with my computer. Hi, Mark Lambert. Hi. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Mary. Hi, Carmen again. Gina. Some dude just talking in the background. I know. Neighbors. Oh, Brooke, thank you. Start today. When I do, Fiona says, when I do that, I seem to get stuck right at the heart. I can never seem to move past the chest. Then stay there. I do that too. I can get through my head really well. It feels great. And then I get somewhere around my collarbone and it gets thick. And so I just keep applying like a mental pressure to move down. Keep applying pressure, and then all of a sudden it'll start to move. But stay with it. Sometimes I've noticed I check out or I start to daydream or I go to another thought and it's like, what is going on? It's like it's so much to feel and do that my body distracts itself and says, oh my God, this is so much for you, girl. You can't stay focused on this. So let's think about the milk that needs to be bought, or let's think about this that needs to go down. But keep going back to it. Be kind to yourself and go, I'm going back to where I was right here. Keep applying, because you might need to stay here for a little bit for all the cells down to the DNA to get linked on to that vibration electrically, and then be able to move through. And when you're doing this, call upon your people, your angels, your guides, your friends, your relatives, your spirit team. Call everybody around. You don't got to be doing this. You don't got to be doing this by yourself. Oh my goodness. You don't need to be doing this by yourself. TN, I often caught up in negative emotions and forget to do the work. High five, TN. A little honesty for both of us, right? Me too. I mean, I'm waking up the last 2 days and realizing how much I've been down on my connectivity, which really allows me to thrive easier. So, Emma, thank you very much for the donation. Thank you so much. MX, fist bump. How about coffee cup bump? Boop. My little, I call it my acupuncture mug. Mary says, starships again. Last 2 nights we're being supported big time. This is happening, guys. So my Kamloops trip got postponed from June, which is like next week, because Canadian borders are still closed, to July 24th to the 30th. And we're going to have a nice team there. We're not going to be running any workshops, but we are going to be sending some compassionate love out into the universe and see what we get back in return. Thank you for the tips. You're welcome, Jody. Get into settings, sweetie, under apps and delete. Oh, that's happening. I will do that. Carmen, maybe my husband with Eric and Siri. Oh, it could be. She's never jumped in. I've had to turn her off maybe 50 times as we've talked today. Nina, what is your take on astral travel versus astral projection? Is one and one the same, 2 different aspects? What do you think? I say they're a little bit different. The astral projection is you're more anchored into your body. It's almost like a remote viewing where you're projecting out, but you still have you're still within the body. So your consciousness is being projected out. Astral travel, and in essence, how I see this, is where your spirit, your essence, is more than your consciousness, is out and away from the physical body and journeying. Hope that helps. Look at Brian Mercer's work. He's the one I do Animals in the Light with, which I've had to miss the last two from Human Chaos, and I really miss him, and I miss doing that. But Brian Mercer, he has an Astral travel book or out-of-body experience book. Someone's messing with my chat feed, says Jamie. Mary says, I don't know what it is, but they visit me. Emma, is anyone having crazy dreams? Is anybody having crazy dreams, guys? I am. Pretty cool ones. Like different kinds of people, things of that nature, but that's going to be for another talk. So what did Eric want you to talk about? We'll get there. At least he's not bothering me anymore, but he's there. I'm excited for the disclosure of ETs. Can't wait. It's gonna happen. Thank you, Brooke, for giving me directions. I'm definitely going to go back and turn her off. I have a tiny question that would help me huge. Okay. Thank you. I was trying to spell his name and I wasn't getting very far. Oh, you're welcome. Brian Mercer. Lots of dreams. Okay, now we're caught up. Eric came in just to say hi. He's telling everybody thank you for keeping up with him. He says there have been so many changes. He wants you to know that he's going to lay in hot and heavy and thick for the support and that you're not alone. My cat is destroying my garden. He wants to go out of the fence line and it's not happening. Not going to happen today. I'll figure out, baby. You can just lay it down. But if you could pick him up, that would be helpful. He's such a hot mess, my cat, right now. So Eric says, he's like, get with it. He's going to be there for you. Please call on him if you need him. He says, now more than ever, he's going to be pulling the pranks, giving the signs so that you stay awake. So if you're getting more activity, it's not because he needs something from you or that you're missing something. He said, I just want you to know it's not a warning. It's just me going, wake up. He says it with more words that I'm not going to say on here because I might get an explicit rating. He says he loves you guys. He's signing off. Yes, Umi is being a wreck in my garden. Gina's always seen strangers in her dream. That's cool. Maybe not strangers on the other side. Paula, Jamie, Charles, Eric, everybody accounted for except the cat, Umi, and my daughter behind the screen. Eric is funny. You're welcome, Paula. Eric has been messing with phones. He has been messing with people's beds, sheets, smells. Oh, I got poop smell today. I did. And I got up and I did a weird thing and I was like, I started smelling my hands and I was like, I don't understand. I don't get it. But it was nothing. It was Eric. Okay. How is everything else going? So today I kind of covered the being spiritually thick, which pretty much means you're riding the human chaos wave and not giving enough time to the energy. We are getting more sensitive. And through our sensitivities, as a global effort, we're finding community. We had like-minded community before, where we had like-mindedness. Now we're having like energy communities. So I'm going to explain the difference. Before, like-mindedness, very lonely journey, but we could hang out and talk about these things. This is how these communities were built, us, Luminaires. And then through global consciousness, we're getting a conscious mass effort, and now we're vibrationally building communities. So you're in the same boat. Then when you're having human chaos, please get into meditation. Please allow spirit to come in and help. Please ask for help. Please don't sit and feel like you've got to hit that survival button, that work hard to succeed, the persevere button, because that's an old paradigm, old way of thinking. What's coming in now, it's what's being asked for us is to kind of step above, have a higher level of perspective or consciousness to come in and say, okay, even when I feel like I need to give more of myself, I need to step back and meditate. Because resting, meditating, looking in, seeking from within or from calmness is equally as active as running a marathon. But we've been taught that if you're not producing something, you're lazy. Not true. Sit back, stay still, which is sometimes harder than being active. So if you're looking for a nice challenge, like I like a good challenge, then head in that direction. Get still. We want to use these energies equally as the fight to get an answer, survival. We don't want to just say, oh, let's just use all of this because this is where we really want to be, because we're going to tip the pendulum too far. And this is how our culture, this is how we grow and learn. Like we get all over here and then, oh, then it's too much of this and we all don't like it, so we never do it again. We're going to do this. So we say, this is so great. We don't like this anymore. Let's come over here. I want to get us here. Neutral, which means we value both of them. So value the survival technique, that kind of fight and flight energy. There's a purpose for it, but we don't need it all the time. And value the sit, get calm, value the meditation, and let's blend the two of them. That's what I've been doing lately. This information helps me a lot. Just today, I thought in that way. It's great. We're all waking up like that, Tien, and we're all getting that kind of information. Clean your energy daily, and then charge your energy. And you know that love ring that we were talking about before that Charles has been working on with me? Like this big golden ring with love vibration, electricity, or unconditional love or gratitude. Charge your cells by running that through. Look at the difference, feel the difference. Write it down, pen to paper. If you've taken any of my classes, pen to paper, pen to paper, pen to paper is the most valuable, because the brain, when it's learning something new, is going to get excited about it, and then it's going to go, I'm a little overwhelmed with that. I don't know if I can remember that. Okay, next. It looks for the next great thing, and then you go, but there was something there and I can't recall it. Go back to pen and paper and you go, oh my God, that's what I was doing. Okay, I'm back on track. It's like a self-guiding or self-guidance, self-counseling technique. Pen to paper on all your experiences to help you get through, increase your energy. But you can also take that love ring, you can put it over your food. You can put it over your home. You can put your crystals in it and sit down and put the ring over it. I'm going to see if I can create, those looms, wooden looms. And then I'm going to write the mantra of love, unconditional, and gratitude, put all three of them together right around it. And I'm going to see if I can encrust it with like some crystals, and then I could just put people's names in it and like make a good visual out of it. I like a good visual. Good. Charge the energy. Clean and charge your energy. Clean, charge your energy. Equally down as up, equally as calm as aggressive, equal. So we can do all is everything, all is as it needs to be, rather than diving hard into upper chakras and avoiding our lower chakras, because that's not the end game. We're humans. We avoid the lower ones. We're avoiding kind of why we chose to incarnate here. Let's use all the power we have, not select. Let's use all the power we have, please. Yay, I'm so happy you guys are going to give it a try. I'd love to hear how it goes. Spirit works in mysterious ways. I think I needed to hear this right now. Oh, Eric, I'm very happy about that. Jennifer Sprinkles. I love the ring. Mana, been seeing sparkles and energy moving with my physical eyes. Is that okay? Yes, that is completely fine. And yes, you might feel crazy for a while. Anybody who's waking up a little bit to something new will have a moment of being unsettled. As long as you're feeling safe, as long as you're feeling comfortable. Those are two things I like to look at when people are learning more about energy and getting closer to spirit guides. And we want to keep it keep it a little more simple. You want to ask, am I safe? Yes or no? Am I comfortable? Yes or no? You can be comfortable and take a risk. Comfortable doesn't mean passive or protected and hunkered down. You can be comfortable and do something new. You can be comfortable and enter into a mystery. So it's not like that. But ask yourself those things as you're going through something new. Hi, Judy. Judah. Pamela, this is incredible to see live streaming. Cheers from Sri Lanka. Yay! Go, Pamela. Happy day to everybody. I'm thinking I'm going to go grab some breakfast. I was going to call it lunch, but I have been up for a little while. It's only 8 o'clock here in Atlanta. And I'm going to be practicing my humanness with my energyness and carrying both of them. Because, guys, I will be the first to admit that I'm human. No problem. I know I enjoy being human. I believe I'm slightly addicted to it, kind of like some extreme sports. And that when I'm up in another realm and they're like, hey, does anybody want to incarnate? I'm like, well, I'll do that. I'll try that crazy thing. And I strap on some parachute and out the door I go. I'll get another life. I'll do that. Like, I honestly think there's something so incredibly beautiful and wonderful about being human. So let's use everything about this experience and not just focus on all those incredible vibrations that resonate more in higher dimensional planes. You're going to get there. But to get there, let's use our rocket power, our humanness, to blend. You like that too? Extreme sports! I'm incarnating! Thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. I'm very happy my husband's feeling better. Maybe tonight he'll come back into the rest of the house. But he's still sleeping in the guest bedroom for now. But he is getting better. We're very pleased. Emma says, I mean, the food alone is worth the experience on Earth. Oh my God, is it not? I love food so much. I love the smell of it. I don't know how to cook it. I'm not that great with any of that, but please, I will enjoy it with you. And I promise to be the best of company. Hi, Marianne. You guys are wonderful. Spirit Dragon says, I don't like being human. I don't feel it here. Welcome, my little multidimensional being friend. We cherish you too. You were help balancing us out. Mary says, I remember coming in through a door with a number 4. The food, when I eat custard creams, I would, Michelle's like, I would come down from the ethers or wherever just to get me some custard cream. Really? Ice cream. Whew, my goodness. Gina, eating takes too much time. This is so much fun how you guys, we all are so uniquely different. Isn't it wonderful? That I thrive on this. We come from such different viewpoints and we have the same offerings in front of us. It makes this world so beautiful. Harry, have you heard of the law of one material? Yes, I have. Incredible. Yes. Keep reading. Oh, that might be on our book list. Ooh, on Wednesday, we're going to vote if you're in the membership program over here on YouTube, the channel membership. We're going to vote on our next book to read. Jamie, food hasn't been agreeing with me for the last few days. That's another good detoxing thing. Hi, Liz. It's good to see you here. All right, everybody, you've been wonderful. Thank you for sitting with me for the last 50 minutes or so. Know that I love you. I'm supporting your journey. I'd love to see you in the Friday classes. I have $10 30-minute classes. We're doing some really cool stuff coming up. Next Friday, if you want to learn how to see energy, I'm going to have a two-parter. Seeing energy, and then second part is seeing auras. It's going to be cool. And then I have a free class next Friday. Please join me for that one. It's going to be gridding for better memory. Every Friday there's going to be a gridding class where I introduce you to 4 new crystals and then how they work together and then some tidbits about gridding. So it's not one big class. It's just we're going to do 4 at a time, and then I'll just keep that series going. Then the following Friday, not this coming up, the next one, I'm going to do gridding for lucid dreams or clearer dreams, so you can have better communication in dream state. How to make your intent, what words to use, how words have vibrations, and dowsing and pendulum class. I have handouts in all the classes. I love that. When we live stream, I come on a little bit early if you've been with me, and we do talk about where you are and what you'd like to get out of the class. And then I hang back a little bit as well, so I can make sure that you're assimilating the information that's coming through, that you can put it directly into your life. That's my big goal. Take what you learn and have it useful. I like all the big stuff. Like, I'll talk about big stuff, but sometimes you can't just take the big and apply it. So I break things down a little bit better. Digital soldiers, yes. This kitty is Kelly. Yay! Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donation. That is very sweet. I really appreciate it. It's helping in so many ways. Jamie hails, yeah, to the scene energy. Oh, Eric is saying bye. Just this arm. He's so good at taking one body part and making just the hair stand up on end. He's saying bye. He just wants you to know he's very, very present for you guys. And if you don't know Eric, that's Eric Medus from channelingeric.com, and his name is Erik. Him and his mother do a lot of work. He's very good. You guys are beautiful. You're working with your teacher today. Enjoy. Kara. Hi, Marta. Thank you. Thank you, Mana. Oh, thank you so much. That is so nice. Thank you for the donation. That energy is really felt, and it has a place to go. So it's very nice. It feels good. All right, you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Donate. There's a dollar bill sign underneath the chat. It has smiley face, dollar bill sign, and I haven't learned. I haven't learned how to do the connection to PayPal yet, and somebody told me how to do it, and I haven't done it yet. You guys are funny. What am I cooking for breakfast? I don't know. I just might have some more decaf coffee and just kind of kick my feet up and enjoy the sounds of the birds for a little bit before I fix my garden that my cat kind of dug up a little bit. Have the most amazing day, says Fiona. Thank you as always. Okay. Bye, guys. I love you. I'm going to go turn Siri off because she just listened to our whole conversation and interrupted.